found what the world needs. I found what the world. Did you really? Well, bottle that. My hands just can't keep still. Deeper, deeper. Sweeter and sweeter. Hyper and eager. Yeah. Pleaser, always. Anywhere. I'm gonna love you. 'Cause I found what the world needs. Need you. Welcome in. I don't know when it's gonna get to that part. I don't know when we're gonna get to that part. But it is Black Friday. Black Friday, the 23rd of November. And what a blast. Cold. Guess somebody picked the wrong time to, well, it's family. You know, but like I said yesterday on the show, 50 million people traveling. But, you can't always predict or, make the weather the way you want it to be. But if they're here for the weekend, it's going to get, it's getting nice. It'll be nice today. I thought that was a couple of farms. Sweeter. Oh, the Stewart's. See, a couple of the farms are open 24 hours, I think. Mostly. But I drive past it all the time, and I'm like, never noticed. Probably because of the Pioneer Bank sign. It kind of made me think maybe it was a couple of farms. But since, I go to this one Stewart shop a lot, so, if I go to Stewart's, I know where to go. They like me there, they know me there. I'm not saying I would go to another Stewart's. This is just not one you go to. Like, say if you go to like a Price Chopper or a Hannaford or whatever, Bosco. Are they still around anymore? Deeper and deeper. Or I was just trying to think of like Jersey or like LA kind of stores. I'm sure there's they have their names. I just don't not an expert on it. Should be. There's so much we can do with ourselves other than directing our energy on making enemies, stuff like that. Old school. I was in a haze. I was in a haze for a while doing this show, crying out for like some kind of help, and it just never came. But you gotta say to yourself, like, hey, we tried. There's no do or don't try, and it's a noble thing. If you have something in your heart and your soul, just like Barry or anybody. But anyways, welcome in. I don't want to get too in a tundra or prolific or mystic or they took this one away now. They moved it up. Boom, bang, boom. Opportunity here, man. But for what? And what is the dream? So on Arsenio Hall one night, Andrew Dice Clay, I just want to like put something on the table here to work with here this morning. But just how we are these days. Like, it's not, it's not the speech or anything like that. It's like mainly like where it comes from. It's really not a good example with Dice, but all comics, back then. Especially the beginning, the origin of comics. It kind of, start with the Lenny Bruce and all this kind of stuff. you know, there was an explosion there at one time. I mean, I would listen to Steve Martin, I guess, Steve Martin. I thought that was funny. And then all of a sudden, you know, you get introduced like to a Richard Pryor or something like that. And, you know, one time Richard Pryor was on the Diane Shore show. Say that 5 times fast. No, it's Diana Shore? Diana Shore, I guess I can say it. It's not one of those things. So, well, you gotta be a scholar. I mean, if all my energy has been on, you know, trying to convince people of the urgency, yes, you try too hard, man. You know, that's it. I mean, like this thing right here, I don't know, excuse me. Wait, I need my voice. Hold on. Yes, you just gotta, like, look at things, as, like, you can't do it, man. You know, I mean, people have to figure that out. Yes. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. Just go away. So, so Dice, he's there, like, you know, apologizing and everything. He's like, I worked my butt off, you know, clubs and this, that, for 10 years, you know, and they were all on him because, you know, oh, they found him offensive. This is when all the, you know, the groups started. I mean, they find their target. And it's supposed to be comedy. I mean, even George Lopez, you know, doesn't like Trump at all or anything like that. You know, back then he came to his defense. It's like, you know, back then, like in the 90s and stuff like that, I had family all around. I had friends. I had all that kind of stuff. I had so much supportive network, you know. It was crazy. I mean, these days, we're going to try to, oh, God. Let me get some of this water here. All right, this guy. Yes, I just got to clear my throat out a little bit. So, all right, we're good. I didn't know that was coming. So, back in the 90s, like I said, all right, like these days here, like the technology, what I figured out is, you know, it's a lot of pressure, man. I mean, yesterday, everyone, you know, they post the turkey, you know, post all the pictures, and, you know, there's, you know, we don't know what's actually going on. I mean, we believe you. You know, we had a turkey, a nice size. We're getting more turkeys today. You know, don't understand, like, you know, how you just have to post, you know, that we believe you. We know that you do what you're told. Just like, you know, yesterday or the day before, you know, the romaine lettuce, everybody's got to put up their thing, mark safe, you know. You do what you're told. Just like, you know, you put up pictures, you know, you vote who they tell you to vote for. You hate the people that they hate, you know, or dislike. I mean, we have to use different words. I mean, I don't know. You do not approve. So they tell you, because they use examples. All right, say you got Laura Ingraham. You know, she's doing a show. You don't like her because of her views. She wears a little pin, American flag pin, you know, on her attire. I wouldn't say she wears a suit or anything. You know, she probably had a nice sweater on. And they were, you know, discussing, you know, what to talk about, what not to talk about on Thanksgiving. And when I seen the pin, it kind of reminded me, like, of Obama. You know, they always wore that pin. Every speech he did, you know, just had that pin. And then, like, the looks. He always, like, look, you know, wait for it. You know, he just knew exactly what to say. And, you know, he was, about a week ago, he was, like, going on about a new thing here. Like, you know, like, mommies are hurting and stuff like that, which is true. I guess. I think he said that. Well, it was about race again. It was about, like, mommies, something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. Like, I don't really pay any attention to it because I know that it's like meaningless. It's meaningless unless there's action behind it. Like, they don't like Trump, but he's out there trying to do something. I mean, they find all the faults, the easy faults that they could have found about, like, Obama, easy, if they wanted it to. If they wanted it to, they could fact check him and everything. Like you got Wolf and Jake and Acosta and the new generation of, Katie Turrs and Brooke Baldwins and all that, and Joy Reids. Like a comparison. Like when Joy Reid had her little Thanksgiving thing, she's like, kind of making fun of Abraham Lincoln, like nonchalant. I mean, our history is important. If we don't learn from our history, then we're in big trouble. I mean, we're in big trouble if we think like, oh, we're going to like change everything, and then then to come to find out, we didn't listen, we didn't heed warning. We just went about it like, destructive manner, where, give people these platforms, and they just feel as though they have to, like, I know this is nonsense, but I mean, hopefully it will make sense, to some people. It's just like we become lost, like, like I'm gonna like try to like implement a little bit of like Death of a Salesman, like Willy Loman. I see it a lot. I mean, you come to expect, I mean, because of the news feed's so small, but you come to expect, like, what somebody's going to say. You just kind of know them, and it gets in your head. And I can see, like, why a lot of people got turned off when, when I'm trying to do something like this. Like I said, this is not an easy task. So we go back to, like Dice. Like, what I did to get here and everything? And then, like, like Lopez, like, back then, like I said, he was just like, you gotta, like, separate the two. I mean, what you were seeing there was Dice the man. You weren't seeing the comic, like, I mean, he's hurtful, I mean, he had a following. And they take that following away, like, they take him down. They don't find him acceptable in society. But on the other hand, you have comics doing the same thing. Made lots of money. And then in the football game here, at halftime they have to have. It's just a Thanksgiving Day game, but then you have women like dancing. There was not 3, not 10, not 20. I don't know, maybe like 100, and they're just shaking their rump and everything like that. And I'm saying to myself, I'm just trying to watch a football game here. I mean, if that's not offensive, that's not offensive. I know. It's just, we come to accept it. We're desensitized to, like, I mean, on one hand, somebody complains about something, but on the other hand, they don't complain about something else. Like, that's where we are. It's simple as that. I mean, they don't like Laura Ingraham because, when she was a kid, she played baseball, she was out having fun, everything, American Pie, this, that, believed in, certain kind of things. And then we have this new thing coming in, like, this new thing where, like, people just felt as though they're left out, and they said, this country is just, we don't like, the core values of it and stuff like that. So, I mean, like TV. I mean, the stuff that I've been watching on TV is 1,000 times worse than Dice Clay was ever. But this is how blind. I guess we're working on eyesight today. I guess during the week was hearing. I knew I would like rebound a little bit. I think we're on time for the opener. I mean, if there's a way we can figure it out. But yes, you're sitting there, and then the players are grabbing the guy's jersey. I mean, important play. I mean, they could have went in and scored. I mean, they could have got an automatic first down. The guy's got his hands on the jersey. There's hole in them. It's like in clear sight. Okay, fine. You missed that call. Then the next play, you have helmet-to-helmet contact. Everyone, the whole crowd. How many viewers were listening in, seen it? It was right there. They kept on the replay and everything. I mean, who are these referees working for? It's not, like I said, it's just a football game. You know, you start off, you got to hold your breath. Are they going to take a knee? Are they going to, are they going to play? And you find out, like, players that get 30 million, 50 million, 60 million, 70 million, they're injured. Oh, but he's going to be out for, 16 months or whatever, 12 months, gets paid and all that. It's the greatest country in the world. That's what, a lot of people say. Oh, can you say that? Is it true? Or is it just for some? Like when Obama says, the greatest country, has the flag on, does the speeches and everything. And yet, the stuff that he talks about, I mean, are they the things that help? I don't understand. I never understood it. Never understood it. Every time I listen to his speeches, and just like when people watch The View, I never understand them and everything. And I just sit there, whatever. Look at the things we have to watch if we want to be entertained. Oh, football. Can't you watch a football game? They got people jumping in the Salvation Army box, throwing in money. It's a joke. They're going in for a touchdown, they take money out, and they put money in the Salvation Army thing. They're told not to do that. All right. They do it on spite. It's a joke. We'll be back.